Have you ever met someone who just can't stand to see others happy? Like, no matter how good your day is going, they show up with a storm cloud, ready to rain on your joy. Well, this is a story about a woman just like that. Her name was Patrice, and she made it her mission to make sure nobody around her ever felt peace. But Karma had other plans. Patrice was a kind woman, and something happened and turned her to be a bitter person. And she was that kind of woman who walked into a room and sucked the light out of it. She wore fancy clothes, smiled on social media, and quote Bible verses every Sunday, but in her real life she was a walking storm. Nothing ever pleased her. And anytime someone got a blessing, whether it's a new car, a promotion, or even just a peace of mind, Patrice will find a way to throw shades. She will scroll through people pages on social media just to find something to talk about. Look at her, pretending she's happy with that man, she muttered under her breath. Or him only start that business cause him thief money from somebody. Patrice was always miserable, and she made sure to share that misery like it was a gift. But what people didn't know was why she was like that. Deep down, Patrice was hurt. Years ago, she was betrayed by her own sister. The love of her life left her for a woman she once called a friend, and all the dreams she once had slipped through her fingers. She never healed. She never forgave. She just got bittered and stayed bitter. Now, Patrice didn't just keep her negative thought to herself. She planted them like wild seed. She would call people just to stir drama. You hear what she said about you? Me would have never take that. Or she'd make up things just to see people argue. It gave her a sense of power for a while. There was one girl in particular, Shanique, a young, ambitious woman trying to start her hair business from scratch. Shanique was full of hope, always smiling, always hustling. Patrice couldn't stand it. She's too hype. Patrice whispered to a friend. Me hear she get money from a man fi start that business. But not no go so, no hard work no did it. She too damn lie. The rumor began to spread. And slowly some of Shanique customers stopped coming. She cried, she almost gave up, but God wasn't asleep. Because what Patrice didn't know was that Shanique had been helping people. Listen me now. What Patrice didn't know was that Shanique had been helping people behind the scene, giving away free hairstyle to single mom, donating to school, you know, donating school supplies to children. God saw her heart. One day, a popular influencer came into Shanique's salon. She loved the service and posted about it. Boom! Shani bookings exploded. Yes, man. People start call her now. Her story went viral. Everyone who once doubted her came back apologizing. Yeah, they apologized to her about the way they had treated her and da 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 da. And Patrice, she was watching burning furious. Yeah, yeah, because the very person she tried to destroy was now shining brighter than ever. But the story didn't end there. Soon, Patrice's own business began to crumble. People started to distance themselves because she was that kind of person. Everybody cling to her because she's a storyteller, she's a news carrier. But now people started to distance themselves. Friends stopped answering her call. Even her own family stopped confiding in her. Nobody wanted that kind of energy around them anymore. What she put out came back to her. She tried to blame other people, said people were just jealous, said they were wicked. But deep down, she knew it was her own darkness catching up with her. One night, Petri sat in her living room alone, no calls, no visitor, just silence and thoughts. She looked at her phone. Shanique had just opened her second salon. Yes, the comments under the post were full of love and support. Patrice felt something she hadn't felt in a long time: shame. Shame, shame, shame. Me shame, me shame, me shame. In that moment, she realized something powerful. She had spent years feeding her pain instead of healing from it. She had tried to dim other people's light instead of fixing her own. Misery love company, yes, but sometimes people stop showing up to the pity party. And here is something, my friend. If you are hurting, deal with the hurt. Don't pass it on like a curse. If you see someone rising, don't pull them down. Ask them how they did it. The energy you give is the energy you get back. Patrice, Patrice eventually humbled herself. She apologized to a few people. She started therapy. She's still a, she's still a she's still a work in progress. But now she tell her story to help other people avoid the shame or the same trap, because bitterness will eat you alive, but healing will set you free. Don't let your pain turn into a person you wouldn't even want to be around. You deserve peace, you deserve joy, and so does everyone else. This is Flawless Run Entertainment Inc., bringing you stories with a message. Don't forget to like, share, spread the news, and subscribe. Peace out.